My job is to continue or to do things that will benefit the country in an effective manner.
Right.
So we should not go and making a whole press conference to talk about this project was my project. It's not your project.
It's the nation's project.
You understand? And we use it conveniently. When we are in office, right? And let me hit the nail on the head. The opposition said in the 90s when they were in office, it's not an NDC project. It's a Grenada project. Now that we are in office, they are saying, oh, it's an NMP project. It's not an NMP project. It's a Grenada project.
Well, well, I hope they will also claim those that never started.
You understand? Now, let's talk about the UK SIFT project. That's happening right now. That was on the book, and I will always talk about that since 2016.
Yep.
80 million EC dollars. 70 million was for that project. 10 million was for the Western Main Road project. Zero implementation. We came in, and since 2016 to 22, 6 years, no implementation. We came in a matter of 2 years or so.
Yeah, less than 2 years.
We got it back, and now the project is being implemented now on the Southern Road. We have people working day, some working a day, some working a night. Everyone cannot work in the night, everyone cannot work in the day. If everyone work in the night, then you stifle traffic for the whole night.
Yep.
If everyone work in the day, you stifle traffic for the whole day. So what we do, we share it. Some work in the night, some work in the day.
Yep.
But the idea is to change the pipes underneath.
Right.
The idea is for us to provide drinking water for everyone in the Southern District. The idea is to repave the roads after. Look how the busiest road in Grenada is from the Port Highway to Grandlands.
Yep.
Every time we keep patching the roads. There are some parts of the roads that the sidewalk is same level with the road.
True.
There are some parts of the road that have no sidewalk. A gentleman was killed about 2 years ago running down the highway.
Yep.
Because there's no difference between the road and the sidewalk, and no sidewalk. But if we can repave the road and we can put sidewalks at the same time, even put some barriers so that if you run off the road, the barriers will save you. Now, if you bump someone on the road, 2 lives are destroyed. One, you'll be going to, unfortunately, you may be going to prison if it goes against you, and a life is lost. But just by doing these things, we can preserve the life of our people.
Absolutely.
And have a better Grenada.
Yeah,
and people can feel more safe to traverse on the road and to walk and drive on the road to have a little exercise.
Yep.
So I'm saying, guys, that this government is one that not just talk, we speak, and we want action to be our second name. Love and then action. That's what we are about. And we will continue to be about that. Not having 5 and 6 radio programs to diminish the character of people, but having 5 and 6 radio programs to promote the work that we are doing. Look at Progress Park. For years, Progress Park is like the #1 playing field in St. Andrew. You want to tell me that no one thought about putting lights in Progress Park?
Yep. Exactly.
3 years into office, you have lights in Progress Park. Look at our national stadium. We cannot get a night match because we have no lights in the stadium. Today, we are putting lights in the stadium.
Wow.
That is vision, that is action. It's not just talk. So you can vote someone for old talk, or you can vote someone for action. And we are about action. When we decide to call or to ring the bell, could be this year, I don't know, right? Could be next year, I don't know.
I'm listening.
Could be the following year, I don't know. But when we decide to ring the bell, we have to say to the Grenadian people, we promised this, we have done that. Maybe we didn't get a chance to do this, but give us a chance again, we will do more. Right? And our records have to speak for itself.
I guess the Prime Minister will bring out his shopping list. This is what you asked for, tick. This is what you wanted, tick. This is what you expected, tick. This is what is moving on, tick.
That's it.
So there'll be tick, 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 tick.
Right?
We take a short break at this time, and then we come back to the tick.
Okay, lovely.
All right. Back with you in a moment.
Right.
Grenada is moving forward, and the young people like you are at the heart of it. The National Democratic Youth Movement is all about connecting, learning, and making real impact. This is your chance to be a part of something bigger, to grow, to lead, and shape the future while making a difference. If you are ready to step up, have your voice heard, and help build a better Grenada, then the National Democratic Youth Movement is the organization for you. Join us because you are the future.
The NNP, therefore, will look seriously at the possibility of paying government public workers every 2 weeks, not every month, as it appears to be at this time.
It's already happening in some sectors. For example, in construction, for example, in the hotel sector, people are paid fortnightly or twice a month. So all we were saying is we will extend that across the nation and give all our workers the opportunity to be paid twice a month.
Pie in the sky type promises.
Now again, the reaction is, this is pie in the sky. And my response is, we intend to put the pie on the plate.
Enacting of the government's commitment, which was made by us pre the election, that on assuming office we will take steps to ensure that the salaries of public servants are paid on a bi-monthly basis. I'm indeed happy and pleased to announce that will come into effect on the 15th of April 2023.
Welcome back to the NDC Heartbeat for today's Sunday. It's another episode, and in studio with me is the Honorable Andy Williams, Minister responsible for mobilization, infrastructure and transformation, also General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, and we've been chatting on several fronts. Right now, we'd like to touch base on what is happening in MIT itself. Right. Before you go into the substantive aspect of MIT, give us a quick update as to what is the final situation with Molyneux Road.
Right.
Are there still little touching up here and there, or is it fully completed?
Right. So let me just correct you before we go along. No. So it's mobilization, implementation.
Implementation. Correct.
Not infrastructure.
Thank you. Yes.
So Prime Minister, you just made a mistake, right?
That's all right. I'm human. It means more for you.
So Molyneux, all we have to do on the Molyneux is to the asphalt situation, right? Is to repave it properly. We did a temporary paving, but asphalt to get asphalt is a challenge now,
Right.
and we are working on that. So when that is resolved, the Molyneux Road will be or should be okay,
All right.
right, and in good order. As to the ministry, what's happening in the ministry? Let me just say that MIT is a small ministry. The name might sound big. Our impact, we know is great, but it's a small ministry, and I want to thank all the ministry staff for the hard work that they put in. When other ministries might go home or so, my staff normally will be out. I'm not saying other ministries that don't be out, but my staff is a driven unit, and I really applaud the effort that they put into this ministry,
Right.
so that the Canadian people can benefit at the end of the day. Terry, some people feel our mandate is a lot of things. They say MIT is a ministry that does everything. That's some people. So they will call, Minister, we have this issue. I say, yes, but you have to go to this ministry. No.
Well,
We go to MIT. MIT is a ministry that deals with everything.
You see, this is exactly why people are confused with implementation and infrastructure.
But basically, what MIT deals with is implementation.
Indeed. And
So-
that includes infrastructure implementation.
Right. And we deal with mobilization, and we deal with transformation.
Indeed.
So basically, we work along mainly with the government transformational projects.
Yeah.
So we identify those projects, and MIT really works along. MIT is not boots on the ground,
Yeah.
right? MIT work along with ministries. There are cases where MIT will be given projects to move. For example, we have 7 World Bank projects that we are dealing with now. Projects that were in the red, that we face the risk of losing the funds.
Right.
Basically, we have taken those projects, and now we are in the green with those projects.
Well, just to help the listening audience understand what it means when you obtain funding and when you do not implement the project, what happens?
So when you do not implement the projects, you lose the funding. But it also impacts your ability to get funding for the next cycle. Because if let's say you get funding and you do not use it, then when the next cycle comes around, the record will be there showing that you did not use the funds that were given to you in the previous cycle. So other countries may get funds that you could have gotten. So that's why for us it's important for us to really move those projects. And for example, one of the projects is the GRIP project.
Right.
That's the Grenada Resilience Improvement Project.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to work on the Baltazar Bridge shortly, in a matter of months. We're going to start to work on that. That project will last for 18 months. Yeah? That's why we have a project called Data for Decision Making.
Right.
That's where you try to improve your statistics unit in the government of Grenada. We give some scholarships for our young people to go and further their education so that they can come back to Grenada and help our unit.
Right.
We have the Regional Health Project. That's a project that is aimed at improving our medical centers. You see, sometimes we often talk about the new hospital, but if we can decrease the amount of people that come to the hospital by improving our primary care,
Right.
I think Grenada can benefit. Because Terry, if you're living, let's say in St. Mark, or you're living in the rural area, and you have to go down to the hospital,
Yeah,
check the time
takes a lot.
it will take. But if we equip our medical centers to deal with certain issues, it means that the length of time you have to take will be shortened, and that can be the difference between life and death.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that project that we are working along with the Ministry of Health with,
Right.
but it's under MIT,
Mm-hmm.
right? We have the tourism project that I just spoke about for George. We have even the UK Safe project, which the funds were lost,
Right.
but we got it back. So MIT is, so we are working on 7 World Bank projects now. You can see the difference when we get involved. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After Hurricane Beryl, we assisted in the Build Back Better.
All right.
Now, housing is not part of MIT's mandate. We did not come into office and say MIT will build houses, but we saw the need because the demand that was there for housing
Mm-hmm.
after Beryl, because the North was really hit bad, Kayak was hit bad. The demand that was there, MIT interjected and we assisted so that people can get the houses done so in a faster manner. If you were to leave everything up to the Ministry of Social Development at the time, now we have a Ministry of Housing. But if we left everything up to the Ministry of Social Development, it means that people will not get the help quick enough. So MIT got involved so that we can offer assistance to the Ministry of Social Development. Now, we have a Ministry of Housing that we put, because sometimes you have housing assistance in the Ministry of Social Development, you have the materials assistance program, you have MIT doing the Build Back Better. So we decided to do a Ministry of Housing so that we can put everything related to housing in that ministry, under that ministry.
Yep.
Now let me give a little joke now. That's what we think, progressive.
Mm-hmm.
I hear him, and the other side saying, "Oh, Andy and Deacon beefing because Build Back Better taken away from MIT." but what I'm not saying is that MIT is not the Ministry of Housing. We were not built for housing. We were built for implementation and not boots on the ground.
Right.
Yeah. So we decided that we're going to do a Ministry of Housing, that all these housing projects, because you have Project 500, you have Build Back, you have the special housing program, you have the one from social living, everything. Just put everything in one and let one ministry just manage everything. That's what we decided to do.
Right.
No, but let me just say, let me give you the figures. MIT were able to, between last year and this year, do over 200 houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. MIT were able to do over 41 roads. The roads is not our mandate. Right?
Yeah.
We are not things to the roads, but we assisted in the community roads.
Right.
Right, because we realized that it was kind of lagging, and we chip in to give help. Now that it's kind of under control, then we step back, because that is not our mandate. Our mandate is project implementation.
Right.
We have a visible transformation project that that MIT has, and that project is aimed to beautify the country. So if you notice, in the first year they were saying, and you only planting flowers, the flowers on wall, street flowers, your flowers there. We are instrumental in the derelict vehicles, and we still are doing the derelics by trying to get rid of them. Yeah, street lights and so. So MIT do these things to really improve our community and to improve the visible transformation. For example, the Lagoon Road, again, we done that. Yeah. Now we want to go a step further by doing a boardwalk on the Lagoon Road.
Right.
So in the night you can come out and take a nice stroll, look at the stars, right? And you can be walking in the boardwalk that is over the water, right?
Right.
But that's just part of what we do. So so we will continue to do what we do. The airport, we started with the airport beautification, and it's continuing. If you just take a drive through the airport, no, you will see some things that are different to how it was before.
Right.
So we are working with Airport Authority to ensure that we bring the beautification, because when someone comes to Grenada, that is the first thing they see, and first impression lasts.
Absolutely.
Right. So we have a motivated staff, not a big staff, a motivated staff, and Terry and Grenada, we are really trying our best to make a difference in our country. And MIT, right, is known to be the engine. MIT is where the fire is. So when you come inside our ministry, we have a fire because we have a passion and we want to get the job done in the most cost-effective manner and time-efficient manner. But you will hear again, our ministries are under attack. Same thing what you said. No one pelts stones behind green mangoes.
Very true.
So it gives us the encouragement to even work harder and not focus with the naysayers, but to come in, do what we have to do, and ensure that we move our country to the next level. Let me just say this again, Terry. Because we have 1 hour. So forgive me for trying to push in everything.
Well, it's 5-1 already.
5-1?
Long time.
Let me just say this again. I forgot to mention it before. A national project. Kudos to the Minister of Youth and Sports. Works will be starting. We had the other turning ceremony last week for the new swimming pool that we are going to have at the National Stadium. Now, Grenada always excelled in swimming. When we go abroad and we take part in competition, we come back with not medals. But what we have been working with is a one in hope. And you know the interesting thing that I cannot comprehend? The one in hope is a different size to the one they compete in. So imagine having to compete in one size, and when you go abroad, you have to compete in another size.
Yes.
And imagine you're still coming back home with medals.
Yeah, it's all about the mindset.
You understand? So now we are going to give you a state-of-the-art swimming pool so that our athletes can train, can be prepared with the proper standard and with everything they they are supposed to be trained with, so that they will not be at a disadvantage when they travel. So kudos to the Minister of Sports for that.
Is it going to be a freshwater chlorinated pool or a saltwater pool because the sea is close by?
Right, so I'm not sure, and I don't want to tell you something that is not 100%. But I know if you say we have 5 minutes, let me squeeze in this. Form 1 and Form 2s, e-learning. We're going to introduce that to the schools.
Yep.
And you're talking about the Ministry of Education providing 6,000 laptops.
Yeah, the minister was here 2 weeks ago, and he really shared quite a lot of accomplishments by the Ministry of Education. Really outstanding.
A total of $10.6 million, coupled with the schools that he's renovating now. Just wonderful. Same Minister of Education, David Andrew, just light telescope playing field. Just finished telescope primary school road. Now these are things, and I want to say it, that has been, we have seen the need for these things over and over again, and nothing. And you see the development. So Grenada, I want to speak to you now. Old talk is old talk. Bi-monthly salary cannot be paid. Impossible to be paid. We did it. Pension cannot be paid. If we pay pension, the economy will cripple. We did it. Right? The teachers' salaries were docked and they were not paid. When we came into office, we did it. Right? Now, you're talking about the UK SIF project. Been on the books for years, not implemented. But what happened? We did it. Right. We're talking about, again, the Fort George project on the books for 5 years before we came into office. It was not done. What happened when we came into office? You want me to go on again? Right. No, I'm saying, guys, you know, old talk is old talk. And character assassination is character assassination. But when you're talking about results, there's only one party that delivers results. And I don't differentiate party and government. This is an NDC-led administration.
Absolutely.
And we had in our manifesto what we will do. And thus far, we are doing what we say we will do.
Well,
and I'm saying, don't judge us because you don't like us. Judge us based on our works and our actions, because at the end of the day, this is what matters. This is what will move Grenada to the next level. And, you know, Terry, I tend not to make the politics get between my work. So I am an MP for everyone. I don't, you know, just imagine a guy came from St. Patrick's to me. You know, really and truly, I'm supposed to deal with the people in the South because everyone has a representative. But that guy came to me and said, Minister, I have a brain tumor in my head, and I come to you to assist me. You know, today that guy went to Cuba. I did what I had to do. Went to Cuba, got a brain tumor removed, and he's good now. I have to follow up with him again.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he comes to me or coming to me. I'm not asking who you support, none of that. Right? He's a human being. I just say we are all poor people. Right? So we fighting for this and fighting for that makes no sense. And when you have a society that is fighting, the world will be leaving you. And you're fighting someone that when you wake up, you want to know where you are. So now is the time, Grenada, for us to get together. Stop you see things happening, but you're still complaining, right?
Well, let me just take one moment just to say goodbye to those on radio, because it's now 1 o'clock and then another program will be flipping over.
Right.
So let me thank them for joining us on the Heartbeat today and to invite them to join us on the online platform, be it on Facebook or YouTube.
Right.
We'll continue for a few minutes more with Minister Andy Williams. So thank you all and join us again next Sunday, but join us online right now.
Okay.
So please continue.
Right. So I'm saying, Terry, we have a vast difference in front of you. And sometimes people, let me say this again, something is only good when someone is doing it. So you see criticism being made. For example, the oath of allegiance. The opposition agreed with it. We decided to go through to Parliament with it. I know they're saying that they disagree. You understand? So some people only back something if they are doing it. And if someone else is doing it, even though it's good, they're not backing it. And I'm saying that's not the mindset we have to have. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. And what we are doing at the National Democratic Congress, our administration, we try our best to live up to our words and to see what we can do our best to improve the lives of our citizens. So, on that, back to my constituency. I was in St. Lucia for a while, so I couldn't walk this weekend. So this week, I'll be out in the communities, touching hands. That's the best part of the job, when I can actually meet with people, have a chat with them, and see how I can improve their lives. Terry and the South, we are able to give to young men some weeks ago, reliters, toolboxes, name it. Stoves for people who want to do a little business and so. Business people were able to donate in the South, and we were able to help certain individuals and give them a push. And to me, that's important. And I want to applaud everyone who made this a reality. So sometimes Andy may get a praise, but there's people behind that's really pushing and helping so that I can help the people who are in my constituency that needs the help.
Fantastic.
So I'll be out in the communities. So I want to see you. Don't hide. Come out. I'm the easiest person to talk to with my slippers, my short pants, and my jersey. I'm one of you. You understand? So let's just, I'm looking forward to see you. And Woburn, the Manhattan, I wasn't able to go to Manhattan, but I sent my folks in Manhattan. So I personally will go there this week again to follow up on certain things that my folks, that was brought to my folks. And we're going to go to Woburn, we're going to go to Calavini, we're going to go back to Lagoon, Belmont, the whole area. We have over 20 villages in the South.
I know.
And
South
it's
is
hard,
huge.
and it's hard to touch each and every one. I know my village housing scheme, that's where I grew up. I know they complain and they see me because I'm touching everybody else but not them. But I'll be there too.
Well, don't forget Kelly's on top of the hill.
Right, but I was in Cali's about 2 months ago by Coffee Street, and so I did a whole walk through there. And it's lovely. I mean, when you see Cali's now, Cali's is a wonderful community. We are going to walk on the road by leading to the Catholic Church. We're going to start that
in there.
Yes, we are going to start that soon. We did Mark Lane Road already. And it was good just touching base with folks in the constituency. And sometimes the folks just love to see you, love to have a chat with you, and that's wonderful. So that's what we have to promote, and that's what I'm saying. We're moving from the St. George South to the Great South. Because the South has to lead by example. Is the gateway when you enter Grenada. So when you enter, the love should be so strong that someone should be, should say, if that's a reflection of Grenada, then Grenada is the place to be.
All right. The said folks in the Khaleesi area, they're asking about the community center.
Right. So we spoke about that, but let me just say, I've identified some lands, and I have spoken to the Ministry of Agriculture, who is doing their investigations now.
Right.
If that land is available, then we can do it.
Great.
But it means, I don't want to sell false hope. I want to give the timeline. Once the land is available, it means that we have to go and do a design for the community center. It will take some time. We have to do bidding for the center, evaluation, back to procurement, and it has to be put place in budget.
Yep.
So it's a process, but that's the government system. But I would love to see it being done before this term is complete.
Right.
Right? So that's my joy. So Prime Minister, if you hear me, I know you could call it election this year, next year, the year after, but let's see what we can do for the people of Calais.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Yes. Well, we've come to the end of another Heartbeat. Let me invite you now to give your closing comments before we leave.
Right. So I just want to talk to our supporters and tell them to hold firm. Your party is working for you, and your party is working for everyone. And our dream is to make a better Grenada for you, your children, their children, and not just think of the short term. We are always held to a higher standard than any other administration, right? Sometimes it feels like if we cannot make a mistake. It feels like if everyone else can falter but us. Yeah, that's how it feels.
Yep.
But it's a good thing, right, to be held to a high standard. It means that what you require from us is always the best, and it keeps us in line. Everyone has their strengths, everyone has their weakness, but it's like a tree. A tree is not only a tree with the stem. A tree is a tree with the stem, the branches, the leaves, everything. And that's what makes the beauty of a tree. So all of us coming together makes, and no one is more important than the other. Even though I'm a minister, even though you're a supporter, it doesn't matter. What should fuel our engagement is respect and love for each other. And we have seen the NDC being a unit in the past that has the best ideas for Grenada and the best roadmap to bring Grenada forward. And if starting now, we can believe in that process and we can stick together and move forward in a united fashion, a team united can never be defeated.
Absolutely.
There is strength in unity. And I firmly believe that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. They will form,
Amen,
but not prosper.
Amen.
And I believe we can do all things through Christ, who strengthens us.
One.
Every day, all day.
Amen.
So I am committed to do my best, not just for the party, but for the country and for my constituency and for everyone. At the end of the day, Terry and Grenada, when I'm finished, I'm supposed to be satisfied with myself. Like Timothy in the Bible, I fight a good fight.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
I've did my best to improve my country, my constituency, and I can walk feeling proud that I've changed lives of people. That is what matters. So some folks may think maybe wealth and so may be the most important thing. For me, helping people is the most important thing.
That's your passion.
That is why Terry, and I'm not just saying this, that's why, who knows Hotspot, knows that Hotspot was not there to make money per se. Hotspot was there to help
to provide
the people.
A service.
And I had that passion in me, and I always ask God, let me give you like a testimony, wouldn't be long for the online viewers. Started the business with $1,000 and an Escudo van. Yeah, having to go around buying some potatoes, onions, garlic, and driving around making some little sales. And I've grown to see the business move from to leaps and bounds, making, good sales per month. Terry, and in 2017, I had a fire. And that's when I had the most headache. And I said to God, God, listen, your book say, give to the poor. I give him to the poor. Your book say, give and you shall receive, right? Your book say, help. I'm doing everything biblically through business. But still for all, I had a fire. Still for all, Terry, more headache. Night I couldn't sleep.
Wow.
You understand? And I say, well, God, what you want from me? What else you want from me? No, today, in 2021, someone asked me to get involved in politics. I said no. In March 2022, I got involved in politics. And I got a dream, eh?
Yep.
And so when I'm here today, I know that my purpose is bigger than just being involved in politics. I know that the plan God has for me, or the plan that God has, I'm just a fraction in it. And it's important for me to not lose focus, stay grounded, and do what I have to do to fulfill the plan of the Almighty.
Absolutely.
And
Amen.
firmly speaking, I believe that He has placed an anointing on me to do this. So that is why Andy will never get related. Andy will never feel better than nobody. Andy will always be the same Andy from since 10 years ago, right? With the people, for the people, mixing, that's it. And for me, Terry, it's just, this is why this is a joy, to serve people. Because when you serve people, I feel like if I'm doing the job of the Almighty and what He expects me to do. So everyone who supports me, thank you. Everyone who spread the love and the joy, thank you, right? Let's keep it going, and let's spread that love and joy to all Grenada so that we can make this country a better place. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Just to add just a short note, there was a guy who prayed to God for a new job.
Right.
The following week, he got fired. He said, God, I pray for a job. You caused me to get fired.
Right.
God gave him a dream. He said, how can I get you into this new job if I don't fire you from that one?
Right.
He said, okay, thank you, Lord.
Well, let me just say to Terry that, both of us was going up to represent the South. And if I am elected, I'm elected, and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm even doing you a disservice, right? So, all in all, Terry.
So far, you're representing well.
Thank you very much. And that's the love we have in the NDC, where Terry and I can go up against each other for the constituency. And we still is like a brotherhood.
Absolutely.
And that's what NDC is about. So.
Absolutely, certainly. Wonderful. Yes. And of course, the guidance of the political leader is absolutely fundamental.
I mean, we have the best leader. And I always say that our Prime Minister, I can say that boldly with a conviction that he is a man for Grenada, and his vision always appalls me. It's like you just cannot comprehend. Every time you speak to him, he will give you a different perspective, but a way that we can move this country in a way that we never moved before. And I'm proud to serve under him, and I'm proud to be part of this team, because I know that history will show that we came in and we did our best to improve our country, not just for today, but for tomorrow and years ahead.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Minister responsible for MIT, General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. Thank you very much for being part of the Heartbeat today. And let me thank all those who joined us on radio and those on the online platforms. We thank you for being part of the Heartbeat today, and join us again next Sunday when we'll have another equally stimulating and interesting conversation to share with you. So have a great Sunday afternoon, and see you again next Sunday. Goodbye now.
The NNP, therefore, will look seriously at the possibility of paying government public workers every 2 weeks, not every month, as it appears to be at this time.
It's already happening in some sectors. For example, in construction, for example, in the hotel sector, people are paid fortnightly or twice a month. So all we were saying is we will extend that across the nation and give all our workers the opportunity to be paid twice a month.
Pie in the sky type promises.
Now again, the reaction is, this is pie in the sky. And my response is, we intend to put the pie on the plate.
Enacting of the government's commitment, which was made by us pre the election, that on assuming office, we will take steps to ensure that the salaries of public servants are paid on a bi-monthly basis. I'm indeed happy and pleased to announce that will come into effect on the 15th of April, 2023.
Get ready for a night of celebration. The NDC New York chapter proudly invites you to our party's 38th anniversary and awards reception. Happening October 18th at 7:30 p.m. right here at Our Lady of Miracles Paris Center, 757 East 86th Street, between Flatlands Avenue and Glenwood Road in Brooklyn. Dress to impress and join us as we honor our legacy and empower our future with special guest of honor, Honorable Karen James, MP for St. John. Tickets are $150 all inclusive. Get your early bird discount for just $125 before September 19th. Visit ndcnewyorkchapter.com or call 347-729-5770 for more information. Celebrate Grenada's excellence. Secure your ticket now for the NDC New York chapter's 38th anniversary and award reception. Be part of an unforgettable night of elegance and class. Don't miss the party of the year. See you there.